An army of schoolgirls marching through Tokyo, their faces an anonymous sea of gas masks. 1936. German prisoner sitting near Reichstag. May 1945. German policeman of post-war administration. 1945. Wounded Italian soldiers at a dressing station in Menton, France, June 1940. Navy photographers and cameramen filmed the Iowa BB-61 from Contractors Ridge as the ship passes through the Guylar Cut during a 12-hour transit of the canal, 24 February 1986. French soldier coming back from their victory at Bir Hakeim, Libya, 1942. US soldiers hold on to a comrade as he plants demolition charges in a discovered Viet Cong tunnel, South Vietnam, 1968. Out of fuel KV-2 that held up 2 German mechanized battalions for 22 hours. Raseiniai, Lithuania, 25th June 1941. German soldiers inspect an abandoned KV-2 tank after the Battle of Raseiniai, June 27, 1941. Japanese soldiers celebrating occupation of Hong Kong anniversaries in the Hong Kong Cricket Club, 1942. Only one of 2 photographs in existence of the US Supreme Court in session. Cameras are forbidden in the Supreme Court, but this photograph was taken by a young woman who concealed her small camera in her handbag, cutting a hole through which the lens peeped, 1937. Anarchist Alexander Berkham addressing IWW workers at Union Square, New York City, April 11, 1914. German troops examining a captured Russian coastal gun emplacement after landing on Saaremaa, Ösel Island, September-October 1917. The German ambassador in the USA, Count Bernstorff, 1917 or earlier. An IRA member squats on patrol in West Belfast as women and children approach. Mexican army officer in 1930 training with gas masks. RMS Empress of Britain steaming up the St. Lawrence River near Quebec, 1937. She would be torpedoed and sunk 3 years later. World War II, Russian and German soldiers casually talking with each other in Poland, 1939. British troops having fun in front of the camera, 1914 to 1918. Ottoman-era Benghazi, Libya, 1900. Demonstrators protesting against Congolese National Movement leader Patrice Lumumba. descrying him as a communist and asking for Catholic missionaries to leave the Equateur province. Belgian Congo, June 29, 1960. Celebration in a bar the night of the 21st Amendment being ratified. December 5, 1933. Moscow, May 2, 1914. Germany's Signal magazine photo. Krupp heavy railway gun bombards Dover during the summer of 1940. Petrograd workers getting newspapers, early 1917. The very cheap Russkoye Slovo had passed 1 million daily readers. Australian Light Horse Regiment marching in East Jerusalem, 1918. Survivors of the Andrea Doria on the deck of the SS Ile-de-France. 1956. Ile-de-France arrived at the wreck site by emerging through dense fog with all her lights ablaze. An old liner resembling Titanic, the survivors recalled it was like being rescued by a benevolent ghost ship. Tourists sunbathing and drinking tea on top of the Great Pyramid of Giza, 1938. This is Louis Chevrolet in 1895, who was one of many automobile pioneers who had a background in the cycling industry. He was a successful bicycle racer and owned a bicycle brand before he became one of America's best-known racing drivers. Two Vietnamese women soldiers with pith helmets and bayonet-tipped K-44 rifles. Mohsin Nagant M44 displays 6 Chinese men they captured and took prisoner with their hands tied from the Chinese PLA 41st and 42nd Army Corps. Sino-Vietnamese War, 25th February 1979, Cao Bang Province, Vietnam. Tigers brought to Ålesund, Norway for a show in 1905. Train passengers wearing masks to protect themselves from the Spanish flu, 1918-1920. Train passengers wearing masks to protect themselves from the Spanish flu, 1918-1920.